Hello, everybody, for joining us live.
Hey, good eye.
This is going to be a different version of the podcast for us. Do you got us on live on YouTube over there?
I do see your taskbar if you would care, but don't matter.
Yeah, live. It's going to show up like this, but the final edit will have us cropped. But, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. I'm Steve Schaefer,
I'm Cody Evans.
and this is a Damn Good Time podcast.
Hit him with it.
Yeah, we're hitting you with it. We're going remote skis this time. Obviously, we're both in the studio.
Remote.
Yeah, I mean, as you can tell, we're both in the studio. We're missing the third person here, but Cody's obviously over there, and it's all good.
Visible beer.
Yeah, they got to edit that out, you know.
Yeah. Just in that spot.
But yeah, anyway, welcome to the show. This is well, it's not necessarily new for us, but it's something we haven't done in a while.
Right.
So bear with us on this. Some fun technical difficulties.
Hopefully the audio and everything comes all right through for you guys. But hey, we're here. We're here to have a damn good time.
Hell yeah.
Keep her going, even if we got to do a remote-y.
Yeah, and this might actually become a little bit more of the norm where I won't be sitting in the studio, and maybe I need to get a screenshot grab on my computer so I can make my background in Teams like when I'm in another state, so it still looks like I'm hearing stuff.
Yeah, like a cool ocean view or something, you know?
Well, yeah, there's some states I might be at where it's like, you know what, Cody can be superimposed in the studio, and I'll just be here.
Come to your house and go to the studio and superimpose you.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I've thought about that before. There's I mean, obviously it seems like I do all the computer work, but I think you've seen enough of it to where you could just pop in and do it from here. And sorry, I'm getting some notes from Peanut Gallery. Hey, there's an extra chair here if you want to get in.
Jump on in. Sit in my lap.
This is actually super funny. But anyway, love you. But yeah, so what's going on with you, bub?
Oh, you know, working, living the life, and hopefully the house project's starting here soon, and we also have about 100-degree weather heading our way this weekend, and beautiful sunny, and about the first weekend we've had in a long time where it's going to be nice. So you know what that means.
Boat time for sure, dude. I've been waiting for this. We got it. Fuck, I haven't been on the boat since Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
I think everything's been shit. There was like one good day that we had, probably Father's Day weekend, but we already had, prior engagements, so we went and did those. But I've been missing it. I haven't been out there since then. And then I saw this weekend, and even Henry, my oldest, has been like, "When are we going fishing again, Dad? We need to go out." It's like, I know, we just got shit to do, or it's raining, or blah blah blah, and I even saw, what was it, Atwood Lake Boats. I saw they've been getting a lot heavier on their social medias recently. So I don't know if they employed anybody or got like some kid to start running their shit. But they posted today we've been hard at work. I think yesterday or today, we've been hard at work because it seems like we finally got a good weekend where it seems like it's been raining for 47 days straight.
Yeah.
It's been a wet one in this area. But this weekend, dude, fucking, what is it, like Sunday's like 80, 90s or some shit? Like high 80s?
94, 95.
Yeah, dude, full sun. That's going to be sick, dude.
I'll try to maybe enjoy some tomorrow. Definitely all day Saturday, and then Sunday I gotta fly out to DC, so I probably won't be on the boat Sunday. But
right. Hitting the DC then Sunday, huh? That's going to a property management conference thing.
Yeah, a little convention up there for affordable housing. So that'll be interesting.
That's
First one of
fucking
those
sick,
I'm going to, but we got a bunch planned for the year already. We got one there. We got one in San Diego. We got one down in Florida. So
Hell yeah.
it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Be a little convention man stuff.
When's the last time you've been to DC? Like 8th grade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, like in the last 3 years, I've been there 3 times now. But the first year, the dude that got me the job, shout out Mikey Phillips, got me the job at the place where I'm working now, where I travel all the time. He trained me in DC, and I'm like, dude, last time I've been here was like 8th fucking grade, and it was with you because he was in my same fucking grade and shit. Like, but yeah, DC is a cool town. There's some spots that, like, where the lab that I work at and the hotel I stay at were a little grittier. But when you go into DC proper and see all the monuments and shit, it's just fucking cool, man. It really makes you love bleeding red, white, and blue. You know, like
we're gonna be at some big hotel attached to some big mall. I don't even know, but
yeah.
Looks like we got a lot of meetings and stuff to go to for that, but I'm sure we'll get some fun time in there too.
Yeah. I mean, most of those fucking conferences they run run bankers hours, you know.
Yeah.
9 to 5, 8 to 4, some bullshit like that. So you might get to go see some monuments and then get some good drinking and shit. So
there's like a wine. Visit some old wine or some winery that's like in downtown DC, and it's part of it. You know, go schmooze and rub elbows together. You know,
that's fucking sick.
We're excited. We're excited. It should be a good time and little break away from hustle and bustle to just go schmooze basically.
Yeah,
make some connections.
Are you there for the full week then, Monday through Friday then, or
just
Sunday
through Wednesday?
Oh, okay.
So flying out Sunday, and then I think it's like 8:30. It starts on Monday, so fly out Sunday. Probably get a nice dinner somewhere. You know, whatever we can on Sunday, and then
yeah,
and then just be chilling at the hotel and whatnot. So,
do you have your itinerary? What airline are you flying?
I don't know.
No,
the boss booked that one.
Yeah.
So I know he likes his premium seats though, so that'll be all right.
That's dope. And even if it's
probably a little plane anyways, because it's probably like a 45-minute flight, I think.
Well, if you're probably flying in BWI. I know most directs are through Southwest. And then if you're going Southwest and he's booking the premium shit, then you get to pick your own seat and you'll get to pick first. Because like I just did that trip 2 weeks ago, and the only, like, through Delta you had to have a layover somewhere else. Delta didn't do direct. But I don't know about like United or American and shit like that. So
I'm trying to look. Looks like American Airlines.
Okay.
So not too bad. Seats 1A, 1C, and 1D.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. That's first class, baby.
Yeah.
That's right on the front of that plane.
Yeah. So you know, it's business class on that. But,
yeah. Well, yeah.
All right.
Some call it first, some call it business. It's the same fucking thing. Who's the third seat for her, can you say?
His wife.
Oh, she's going too? Hell yeah.
Yeah, she's going. My wife was supposed to go too, but we had too much going on, so she couldn't make it.
Still working and couldn't get off work and stuff.
So just be the three of us going, but that'll be all right.
Yeah, that's still pretty fucking rad, dude.
Yeah.
I know, and this is just, I have no experience with American, but I know with a lot of the guys, because we have to check a toolbox and all that shit, and It seems like American, for them, has always seemed to fuck up their check bags. And so that's why we kind of steer away from that. But I've heard so many other people that fly American and have no other bad experiences. I usually strictly go towards Delta just because I rack up miles there.
Right.
You know, it's like if you're going to get miles and points and get on their bonus system, then you got to kind of be loyal to one. But there's parts of me that's like, man, they look like they got it good over there at United. Maybe I should switch. But I don't want to switch over and start as like a no-level person. You know, I'm fucking platinum on Delta. So it's like, why would I?
Right.
So they kind of suck you into that. Once you get that fucking status, it's like, well, if you don't keep flying with us, you'll lose your status. And you got to be a nobody for a year till you get the status somewhere else. So
like gambling and getting the gold tiers and getting all the different tiers. But if you don't get it, then you start getting demoted. But you got to keep you hooked.
Yeah.
Them rewards.
Or almost even equate it to like cell phone shit. It's like, you know, I use Verizon, but it's like, I wonder what these other guys got. But like I've been, you know, in Verizon for so long, you get the upgrades and this and that. Now I got to start out, but cell phones give you that new customer shit so fucking easy.
Right.
You know, so I feel like airlines should be like, but I'm sure they know people will play the game, but I feel like airlines will be like, hey man, I'm plat over here at Delta. I don't need to cross over miles or anything. I don't care about any of that. But give me your fucking status and I'll start using you guys. I don't want to be a nobody for a year, you know? Like
Right. They got to keep you hooked.
Yeah, because even fucking Delta, now that I'm a platinum, this trip I just came back from Louisiana. I paid the normal seating, and on the way down I was first class both flights, and on the way back I was Comfort Plus, which is just, it's not first class, but it's a little better. You get a little more leg room, but like still it's like like, hey, I'm towards the front of the plane. I didn't even pay anymore, you know.
Yeah.
Like that status does change a lot of fucking shit. Even on Delta, I could check 3 bags for free on Delta. I only ever checked 2, but if I had a third, I could. And if I like, so say I use my miles and I take my family on a vacation, all our check bags are gonna be fucking free because they get the same status as I do if I book it under my name and shit. So it's like they hook you on that status shit hardcore. So.
Oh yeah. Keep you in that seat.
So almost have to be a Delta guy now.
Well, I thought the boss man was joking because he even said, you know, San Francisco flight we can fly. He's like, of course I got us first class. Another is the team's going. He's like, the rest of the peons, they got to be in the back. Not that they're peons, it's a joke. But I was like,
right.
But now that I look at this flight, oh my god, he probably wasn't joking.
Yeah.
But that's cool.
Yeah, dude, it's weird. They say once you fly first class, you never go back. And honestly, for most of the first class ones that I've been on, it's never been like more than a 2-hour flight. So it really doesn't matter. But when you get on those big planes where they're like 6 hours, if you're in like the super first class, you get like your whole little room. And you can like lay flat on your seats and shit, like, and they don't give that away for free unless you're like super fucking level. But still just going like 2 hours to fucking to Atlanta from Cleveland, sitting in first or comfort on Delta at least instead of in the farther back. It does kind of make a difference. And then you kind of feel a little cooler too. You know?
Right. Get off the plane first, you know.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And it's funny because when I kind of started getting the status and shit, I was explaining to my wife, like I get to get on a plane earlier than everybody else. It's like, why would you just want to get on to sit there? And like, because overhead bin space gets full.
Yeah.
And
it's like every time now too. Like every time you're gonna fly, everybody's rushing to get on it because overhead bin's gonna get full. You gotta put your bag on the plane, and then you gotta wait for it.
Yeah, well, it's not even like the waiting for it because I carry a laptop with me, so I'd have to take it out, and then check because I have a backpack. It's like, okay, well, are you going to put this under the plane? I'm like, well, no, because you have a laptop in it. Well, I can't have it out, and I can't just have it free. It has to be in a bag. So then I have to put it under my feet, and then I have to sit there with a fucking backpack. And I'm a big dude, you know what I mean? Like, I need leg room and shit. And so then I have a fucking backpack sitting there under the seat in front of me. Like, no, fuck that. Let me get on the plane first, so I have space to put my shit.
So they can put 8 more people on that plane. They got to cram us in there.
Yeah. Yeah, not like they're not filling up fucking planes already, you know, like, spread us out.
BS.
Yeah, and they're already over fucking charging us. I don't know if this is true. I'm not going to Google it because we're using screen capture to capture all this, and if I get off of the screen, you're just going to see everything other than us. But I heard that a baggage fee thing happened post 9/11 to make up for fuel costs or some bullshit. Like no planes ever charged you for baggage unless you had like an exorbitant amount, maybe. Right, but you could check bags for free, and they never charged you for it. And then it's like, well, we're only going to implement this for a little bit, but we'll take it away. And then they never fucking took it away, dude. They just realized, like, we can make fucking money off of this.
It says it began charging for checked bags in 2008, marking significant shift. While some airlines still offer free checked bags for certain fares, of course, we get first class or something.
Yeah.
Discount airlines were the first. So Allegiant and Spirit were the first ones off to put on checked bag fees so they could keep their prices down, basically.
Yeah.
So that's what the AI says right now.
Okay. And it was something that was implemented for some dumb reason, and then they were going to take it away, and they never did. Much like income tax. Income tax was supposed to be one of those things that we were in a war, and they're like, we need money for the war, so but we'll stop it once the war's over, and then they never fucking stopped it.
American Airlines was the first, charging $15 a bag.
15.
And they said especially for shorter flights.
Yeah.
That was probably to make up for like the gas. Like, it's a short flight, you know. We're gonna charge you $15 because it's a short flight, but it takes all this work to get this airplane up and get the bags on, you know.
Which is a load of bullshit, because I'll tell you right now, I checked 2 bags. One's a box full of tools, and we specifically have our toolbox and our tool set up and everything that we need, even though we probably need more, but everything that'll get us by for the job to be 70 pounds or under. Because once you go over 70, no matter what your status, once you go over that 70-pounder, at least for sure Delta, some of the other airlines might treat it differently, but no matter my status, if I go over 70 pounds, $240.
Yep.
But if I have a 45-pound bag, that's my normal luggage or whatever, and then I have a 71-pound bag, and I take 1 pound. Basically, I just take a big crescent wrench that I know weighs 1 pound. I take it out of my toolbox, put it in my other bag, free.
You're good to go.
Yeah, but if that 1 pound is in that one bag, $240 fucking dollars.
Why couldn't they just make that one thing? Like, it's so silly. I've done the bag shuffle before.
Yeah.
We had to take 2 pounds out of a bag and put it in another bag in the middle of the airport. And you're like taking shoes out and shit, throwing it in another bag. And it's like,
right.
This is what weigh them both. Who cares? Like, get the total weight. Like, what?
Yeah.
I'm paying for 2 between me and my spouse. Can you just do some math, simple math here?
Yeah. Because honestly,
the guys will blow their back out.
In the belly of the plane, it doesn't fucking matter. It's when you get in the plane where it matters. Because then you'll see people like, oh, I got a carry-on and a purse. It's like, okay, well, the carry-on goes in the overhead bin, the purse goes under your feet. Mm-hmm. And you see these motherfuckers that'll put the carry-on up there, and then they'll, like, make sure no one's looking, and then that purse or that backpack or that extra little That extra little one that should go under your feet goes up top.
No.
And it's like, motherfucker, why isn't anybody enforcing that shit? You
Oh,
know?
you'll see the flight attendants now, and I love it because they're like they're just tired of dealing with people's bullshit because
Yeah.
and I think we're talking about this before. It's like it's kind of a luxury to fly, right? It still should be amazing to all of us that we get to just go up in the air and come back down in another place in a matter of hours,
Right.
over driving 12 hours.
Right.
But people are still entitled bastards, and they're like, I can throw 2 things up there, and then the flight attendant's gonna be like, "Whose backpack is this? Put it on your seat."
Yeah.
They're done. And I think some of those videos which seem terrible, and a lot of them are probably fake. For people are getting kicked off planes,
Right.
because of a child or something. But
Right.
there's a lot of goofy stuff, but. Yeah, I like seeing the flight attendants be dicks about it too, though. Why I'm on that plane.
I want to see some fucking enforcers, dude, you know?
Yeah.
And I still judge people too. It's like, because even with some of my priority status and boarding first and shit, like, you go to leave the plane and people stand up too early and shit. I'm always at the window, so I don't give a fuck anyway. Then you see one person just grab their roller bag out of the thing, and then they also grab like another little thing out of there. I'm like, you two for motherfucker. You caused somebody else so much hell because now they gotta check their shit because you couldn't put it under your feet, or you couldn't have combined. Bro, like, come on, dude.
They had to move it way back to the back, and they got to sit there and wait for everybody to leave so they can go back and get it.
Oh my god, I feel so bad. Worse for those people. I feel so bad for those people. It's like, so well, I can't check it. It's got a laptop in it. It's got, it's got the shit that I'm not allowed to put under the belly of the plane, so I have to have it up here. Well, the only space available is all the way back there, even though you're sitting here. You're sitting here at 20A, and you got to put it all the way back at 37. And then it's like, and then other people are super kind and like, oh, come on, get out. I'm like, well, no, my bag's all the way back there. So then you got to just sit there and wait while everybody's trying to be nice to you. And like, I'm sorry, my bag's back there. Like, which one is it? Like, it's way too far.
And then you got those motherfuckers that are, as soon as that plane hits the tarmac and it like lands, and they take the seatbelt, they're up, opening that bin, grabbing their bag out and standing in the middle of the aisle, and trying to push their way through.
Yeah.
To get off that plane right now, and it's like, dude, you ain't getting off any faster. Wait a couple minutes. What are you doing? What's wrong with you?
And then the best part is, most of those people, you're sitting at baggage claim with them.
Yeah.
It's not even like I got a carry on only. I can just get off the plane, go get my rental, and make it to my meeting. They're sitting at fucking baggage claim with you. It's like, what was all the rush for to just stand here with me?
Jet take shit that bad? Like,
yeah.
Maybe just say that. But I have to go to the bathroom really bad, and I don't want to do it in the plane. We got you, bro.
Yeah.
Get this man to the front.
Even like this morning at Lafayette, I left out of Lafayette, Louisiana this morning, and it's probably the size of Canton, Akron. I don't know. It's been forever since I've been through Canton, Akron, but I would weigh just about the same size airport. And at security, they had the normal line. They had TSA pre-check, and I have TSA pre-check, so I went through that line, and I was literally the only guy in pre-check, but they only had one TSA agent standing there, and he was going back and forth between both lines, but he looked at me in pre-check, and then he went over and did like 3 other regular people, because normally, they pick the pre-check first, and then I started worrying, like, am I in the wrong spot? Because it wasn't really well labeled. It's like, oh, shit, I must be in the wrong spot or something. He just picked 3 people out of the normal line. I should have gone first, but I don't fucking care. So I start walking out of the pre-check line, and I see this lady coming through, and I'm like, hey, there's no extra agents up there. He's only pulling from that line. I don't know, so I'm going over there. And then she goes and she starts to walk back up, and there's this fucking police officer. It was like, she's like, "Is this TSA pre-check?" And meanwhile, I'm already like halfway through the stanchions, through the maze. She's like, "Is this TSA pre-check?" He's like, "Yeah, that's where pre-check goes." And she's like, "Oh, well, he said," and she points at me, and I was like, "Yeah, I was over there," and he took like 3 other people besides me, so I thought I was in the wrong spot. And he's like, "Oh no, you should go over there." I'm like, I got time, man. I'm not busting for time. But then I had to sit there while they watching the pre-check line. Every motherfucker that got in there got picked first. And I'm like, God, what the fuck did that motherfucker have with me? I almost took it personally for a second. But then again, you can't be that person that gets into the red zone in an airport. You can't just be like, "Motherfucker, I was standing there. You looked right at me, and you picked 3 other people." And they were like, "Sir, you're being unruly. You're not allowed to fly." So I just, like I said, I had plenty of time, but I was fucking pissed, dude.
You always go plenty of time.
Yeah.
Because the worst thing that happens, you get through fast, and you got to drink a few drinks at the airport bar.
Yeah. Well, the shitty thing is the first flight out of Lafayette, so I was there at fucking 4 a.m, and the bars didn't open till like 7. So
worst thing is you got to get a cup of coffee.
Yeah. get you an overpriced Starbucks, and then go watch TikToks while you wait for your plane.
Yeah. Well, that's a damn good time flying.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know what it was about Lafayette though, because I flew out of Atlanta to Lafayette and out of Lafayette to Atlanta, and both those planes were just sweltering hot. And I know we're in the South, but I know planes have air conditioning. And
they don't turn them on anymore. I swear to God, captains get bonuses if they don't turn AC on. Every plane you get in now, it's terrible, and they run the air, and it's just recycled air in the cabin. It's blowing a little bit to keep some air circulation on them. They all have to have air conditioners. I swear to God, but it's like they get a bonus if they don't run them.
Yeah, and mind you, these are both the little connectors, so they're the 2 and 2 rows.
Oh yeah.
And the business first class is 2 and 1, but everything else back is 2 and 2.
Gotcha.
But every plane where it's like, so when I went from Lafayette to Atlanta, it was a 2 and 2, and then back and forth, and they were hot as shit. But then once I got on a 3 and 3, the Airbuses or whatever, they had, you open the nozzle and there's just fucking air dumping at you, and it's fantastic.
Yeah,
like I need that. But these little 2 and 2 ones, it's like you open it up and you just, and even like the people I'm sitting beside, they're like, "Is it working?" I'm like, "I don't know. Usually it works better when they get in the sky, right?" And then we get in the sky and they're like, "Oh, it doesn't work."
Yeah, I'm sitting in a plane like this, with my arms just like crossed before.
Yeah, because you're trying to be small.
Trying to get small, and then you just there's more body heat going. And then may or may not drank the day before, so then I'm smelling that like gross sweat coming off me, and I'm like,
yeah,
oh God, I stink. This is a terrible place to be because I'm just locked in a box in the reek of BO.
Yeah.
Luckily, I was sitting between 2 friends, and I'm like, I'm sorry if I stink. They're like, "Oh yeah, we don't even smell you." I'm like, "I smell me, so that's fine, whatever."
Yeah, no, I'm always sitting beside strangers, and I'm like, and I fucking douse some body spray on and shit to just try to help it, but once your back sits against that fucking sticky seat and shit.
Yeah.
I even got this
clever.
I even got this new trick where, like, if I'm on the window seat to my left here and my right arm and I want to try and take a nap, and it looks weird because it almost looks like I like putting my hand on my dick, but I'll put my hand through the waistband or the seatbelt, and then I'll tighten the seatbelt down on it so I can just lean against the thing, because I know sometimes if I fall asleep, I'll like jerk, or like I'll just once you're asleep, you can't control what your body does. So I actually like kind of lock my arm in this way with the seatbelt, just so I'm not like fucking with other people. And then
throwing some bows.
yeah. 'Cause, you're like,
Oh, my bad.
you hit a fucking wit, you hit a jerk, like. And I don't want to be that guy because those smaller planes, it's cramped.
Yeah, for sure.
I had a crazy experience in a hotel last night.
Yeah.
I actually
Tell us more.
yeah, so I posted a picture on my Facebook. But I went to bed at like 8 because I had to wake up at I woke up, alarm was set for 2 a.m. this morning. I snoozed till like 2:20. But at 11 p.m., I thought I heard a fucking gunshot. Woke me up out of my sleep. I thought I heard a fucking gunshot. I was like, it had to come from the hallway, right? Because, like, obviously I woke up, I clicked the light on. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And, like, I don't hear anything else. Just this, like, weird crack. Like, pow, And I go to the peephole, the door, and I'm looking through the peephole. And I don't see anything. I even open the door. Like, I'm looking up and down the hallway. No commotion. I'm like, all right. Maybe I just had some weird fucking fever dream that just woke me up out of nowhere. Like, sometimes you get one of those, like...
Yeah.
But I couldn't remember the dream, so it wasn't like there was an explosion or something. Like, that's what it was. Like, this was an outside noise. I'm like, okay, maybe it was just a dream, and, whatever. So I go back to sleep, and then I wake up. I wake up at 2:20. I was like, all right, get all my shit together. And I usually always like to keep a little energy drink for me in the hotel fridge. And apparently, the hotel fridge was jacked to the max cool. And that motherfucker was blown the fuck up inside that fridge. And it had to have been 100% what that noise was. Because it was blasted out. Like the top ring circle thing, like this part was laying on the bottom and just crystallized energy drink through the rest of it. And it's like, fuck. Well, sorry, whoever it is that's gonna clean this up, but I'm not fucking touching it.
Yeah, I didn't put that fridge on that level.
Yeah, they're normally
That's your fault.
Yeah,
That's your fault.
Well, now it's got me thinking like I need to kind of check what level that fridge is set at.
Right.
Because I don't want to wake up at 11 a.m. thinking there's, and with the way with the way the world is nowadays, there's so many bombs shit going on over fucking, it's nuts.
Countries at war.
Yeah. Not only that, here's what I'm more afraid of, because countries are at war, and I've seen so many TikToks, so many bullshit of these bombs just decimating these places, and I feel for the people. I don't want to make light of any of this. That sucks. I don't know anybody's current political status or why the fuck this is going on, but it sucks, and that's scary. But one thing I'm more worried about is, have you noticed that there's been more volcano explosions? I think
I haven't heard anything about that.
Dude, like in the last 3 weeks, there's been like 4 big ones.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So not only are we worried about nuclear war, but the Earth's gonna get us too.
Mother Nature's gonna swallow us whole again at one point.
Yeah, that's what
everybody's like, meteor hits and all this stuff happens. Only super volcanoes goes off.
Yeah,
we all in big trouble.
There was some action at Yellowstone about like a month and a half ago, and then there were others that were on other parts of the world. But I would like to say there's at least like 3 or 4 big volcano eruptions within the last like month or 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And once again, I'd Google it, but I don't want to fuck up the screen. But like, there's been some weird ones, and I keep seeing them on TikTok and shit. So I mean, it has to be true then, right? Because I saw it on TikTok. But like,
right.
But it looks like there's some banana shit going on under the crust.
Volcanic eruption. Flights to and from Bali resume after volcanic eruption in Indonesia.
Yeah.
That looks wild.
Yeah, there's one that's...
Indonesia volcanoes spew ash over 11 kilometers into the sky.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, one went way up there.
That seems like the Indonesian one that I'm seeing. Currently, several U.S. volcanoes are erupting. Specifically, that's like Hawaii.
I know there have been two pretty significant ones, and then like maybe two others that were like, well, they're not that bad. They're not that bad, but something's going on under the crust, dude.
Mount St. Helens experienced ongoing unrest and potential for a future eruption.
Yeah, dude.
That's in Washington.
Yeah, we're about to get fucked by volcanoes.
I mean that's always the one thing. You watch Dante's Peak, I'm sure you know that.
Yeah.
That may be scary, but that's always the one thing where I was like, dude, if we do enough bad shit, piss off the atmosphere and do different things like that, and everybody's like, oh, global warming, Eventually, I'm like, I'm worried about like the Earth's core getting too hot. I don't know if that's a thing or what happens, and then just that's the way to just. Let's reset, right? Mother Nature's like, let's reset. All the volcanoes explode. I mean, if what is it? I think it's what's the big one? Is that Yosemite or
Yellowstone?
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone's a super volcano that's been dormant forever.
The ash cloud covers like we're kind of on the livable in Ohio, but not.
Yeah.
But the thing is. No crops grow anymore because there's no sunlight.
Yeah, it'll disrupt food flow and everything.
In the entire world. Like
yeah.
Everybody in that ash will flow and it'll go across the world, and it's like you talk about kind of the nuclear type winter that they talk about. If a bunch of atomic bombs went off to cover the sky, so stuff wouldn't grow and things would get crazy. I mean that's. That to me could have easily been, they say some of that could have been easily been the dinosaur killer too, and why some of these like other prehistoric things survived, like cockroaches have been around for since the beginning of time because they live underground and they can eat anything.
Yeah, because that's nothing we can control.
Right.
Well, I don't think we can control nuclear war in the Middle East either. But I will say.
We can try to, but at least we can kind of control that. You take out the right people, and maybe get a little bit of control back. You take those buttons away, or you bomb those things first, and then hey, that problem over there ain't a problem anymore.
Yeah,
but
I do believe I'm about to say something, and this is completely satire, full joke. I don't care about any of your political parties or anything, but like, I think Trump might be the funniest president to deal with a Yellowstone explosion or a Yellowstone eruption. He's like, we told it to calm down, but it's not calming down. We're going to throw some bombs at it. The bombs didn't work. We told it, you better settle down, but it's not settling down. We got the best volcano. Here's the greatest, but we got to tell it to calm down, and we're the best at calming things down, so we'll send a nuke at it. Like
we got the top guys looking at it.
The best guys, beautiful guys. They're all good-looking guys. They're looking at the volcano.
They know everything about volcanoes. Way more than I know. They're the best. And, They're talking about putting a cold nitrogen fusion rod. I don't know.
Elon Musk.
I think it's gonna work though.
He's not going to Mars anymore. He's going to the center of the Earth.
Yeah.
He's gonna go down there. He's gonna tell that magma to knock it off.
So I think that's one thing we could. You can't ever stop that because if you stop that, then you counter react of why. You believe in science.
Yeah.
Why the Earth rotates. So.
Yeah. No, like I feel like the entire Earth is overdue for an apocalyptic situation out of our hands, Yeah. Because and whether you believe in how much science or, this, that, and the other, but there's proof that apocalyptic events happened and wiped out species. You know,
A bunch of them.
And-
obviously have dinosaur bones anywhere. Seeing dinosaurs walking around. Nope.
and shit, nobody even knows what the fuck happened to the Egyptians. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody can speculate.
Yeah. They're like, oh, well, we don't know. It's like, well, if food runs out completely and everything's a desert,
Yeah.
then you got a bunch of stone statues left because that was the only thing that survived. Being in a desert, the entire world's pretty much a desert or it's Arctic cold.
Yeah. Well, and they don't make things like they used to, so our existence is going to be wiped the fuck away.
Yeah. But I hope it's one big bang like that. And we're all just
Yeah, man.
See ya.
Or at least like you get a kind of a heads up. Like I'm gonna go hug my family and the people that I love, and there's that asteroid coming for us. Let's just all cry and hug together and be glad that we're here at the same time as it's coming down. And
What was that comedy movie? Don't look up or something.
yeah,
Where it's like they all know they're gonna die, but there's like a group of them just sitting around the dining room table, like eating one last meal together.
fuck
And
yeah, dude.
everything starts like shaking because the comments coming in. They just like start holding hands and looking at each other, like, "Oh, I love you guys," and it's like, whoosh, whoosh.
And you can join us live on this podcast, sitting around our table. You know?
That's the last thing we be doing.
No, it might give hope to 12 other people that are watching.
Yeah.
We won't care about them, but like we'll turn the camera on live and see them loving each other. Have them see us loving each other and family embracing and watching and like, oh, we're not alone. We're all doing this.
Yeah. If you don't have anybody to join in with us. That's fine.
Come be our family for the night.
Why?
We're not gonna respond.
Rockets.
We're not gonna respond to the chat, but grab a drink and watch us while we hug each other and cry, and we'll die together.
Why somehow billionaires' rocket ships are just flying up in the air?
Yeah.
You know, with them all in it. Like, we're gonna survive.
Yeah, good fucking luck. Did you see Elon Musk's latest spaceship explode?
Exploded on the
Bro, that was an explosion, though. I'll tell you this much: I'm sure they just lost billions of fucking dollars or what the fuck ever, but that was a sight to see. I've seen that TikTok a few fucking times, and it's
He's like,
spectacular.
we lose them all the time. It's fine.
Yeah, I think that was the biggest one they've lost. Oh, well, the biggest display of them losing one. You know, they might have lost more money up in the atmosphere or whatever, but that one right there on ground just erupting like that was fantastic.
Boom. Yeah.
That was awesome to see.
It's wild.
Yeah.
But he's trying pretty hard to get up there, so who knows what's going on. But.
Yeah. Do you think he'll make it in our lifetime?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. To Mars?
Yeah.
People actually landing on Mars in our lifetime?
I would say in the next 15, 20 years, very possible. With the way AI is going, because we're going to be use AI to solve a lot of those problems that we can't solve.
They've probably got a huge AI program already telling what they did wrong on that last explosion.
And the supercomputing that we have going, quantum computing we got going on.
Quanti's going to happen here soon.
The integration of both of that, I mean, I think we're going to see some crazy shit in the next 15, 20 years. Like, it's going to be mind-blowing stuff. I mean, you already see how the deep fake AI and, like, how that stuff's evolving so fast. It's creepy and...
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even imagine, and it just keeps getting like not even every week, or not even every year. It's like every week, month. It's like this AI stuff keeps getting better, and keeps getting better videos on TikTok and timing on people talking and like
yeah, because it used to be like you could tell because like the AI would have like 6 fingers, you know, or you look at her teeth and they'd have like 8 more teeth in the front row and shit.
Right.
But now, like, I saw it was parody, and I don't even want to get into it because it's not. It's not. It's funny, but it's not. It's not. It's not funny. But anyway, it looked so fucking real. Like it was like news reporters were, talking to these people at protests, and it's like, oh, the ideology was thrown out. It was so fucking bizarre, but it was kind of funny. But it's so dumb. Like there were people out there. Like I feel like our parents are gonna be cooked. Like, because I don't think they can spot the difference.
No.
Yeah, and then here,
within
the next 5 or 10 years, we're gonna be cooked. Our generation, and it'll be like the younger generation. Like, obviously, it's AI, Dad. Like, how do you know? Like, well, because something.
Look at the shadow on his forehead. That's a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
All right. How am I supposed to spot that?
Right.
Like it's easy. Come on. But yeah.
Yeah. All the shit we've just been talking about, the volcano eruptions, the unrest in the Middle East, that could all be AI, but I don't think it is. I don't want to make light of human suffering. We're like, it's obviously AI. It doesn't make sense. I think all that's still real, but who the fuck knows anymore?
We got enough content. We can just AI get generated, and we'll have podcasts coming out every week that might be way more interesting.
Take these guys. Yeah, we could just stop fucking podcasting. We could just stop doing it, but keep making more podcasts based off of like, hey, upload current events of everything these guys have ever said and their viewpoints on things, and turn it into a podcast. Try and make it funny. And it'd probably be better than what the fuck we're doing.
You guys rambling on about airplanes and AI the whole time.
That'd actually be funny if we just found a company like, we'll donate our time for you, but if you promote us, like, okay, cool. Make an AI generated podcast, upload all of our shit, make a new one of us, and we'll promote you. And they're like, okay, cool. And then it comes out and it gets hits, it gets likes, it gets views, and it's like, oh fuck, it's better than we are.
How degrading would that be? Well, I'm making millions, but it's not me.
But then again, it's like, okay,
I love your show, bro. And be like, it's pretty good.
Yeah, make this one wildly successful, and you can take. We'll cut it half and half, dude. Give me a couple mil. That's all. You can buy it then. You can buy my likeness, buy my shit. I don't give a fuck.
Take our personalities, put them in new AI bodies.
Yeah. Have you seen some of the robots?
Put them in two hot chicks, and this is
shit
success.
Oh shit. Yeah. Well, the hot chicks. Well, their talking points would appeal to the men, but their sexuality would still appeal to the women. So.
Right. Nailed it.
Yeah. So we got both teams on our side at that point.
But you got anything major else you want to talk about?
No.
Keep this remote a little shorter here.
Yeah, that's fine for me. It's as we're recording, it's
about your bedtime.
Yeah, it's 7:48, and I'm usually showered and laying in bed and about ready to go to sleep at this point. So it's my bedtime. I need to go night.
Well, did you have yourself a damn good time, Steve?
I did have myself a damn good time. Did you have yourself a damn good time?
I had a damn good time talking about not a lot of stuff that was a damn good time, but hey, that's all right.
But anyway, we hope you guys had yourselves a damn good time as well. Be sure to click like and subscribe. Do all the things in the stuff. And with our fun schedules, are you sucking a Mike's dick, dude? Gross.
Crooner, Bob.
Oh. Fuck. They're trying to make it look fake. Well, here. I'm going to cheers you through the frame.
I don't even know where my camera is. There we go.
Yeah.
It just made me disappear. I'm out.
Cheers, baby. I love you, Cody.
Love you guys.
I love you guys as well. And we'll catch you next time.
Catch you on the flip side.